everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you guys my first Botox experience. As many of you guys know, I have temporomandibular joint disorder, aka TMJD. That basically means that the joint that connects my jaw to my skull is damaged. I didn't realize it was a problem until I felt a sharp pain in my ear, temple area, as well as my jaw. And my friends can hear my jaws popping. It kind of sounded like a snap. And it did get louder as the pain got worse. And sometimes I couldn't chew properly. I couldn't open my mouth. Definitely hard foods were a big no. And I knew I had to see a professional when I couldn't eat a burger normally. So how did this happen? When I went to see a doctor, he basically told me that there are 4 major reasons why people have TMJD. Number 1, gum chewing. Although I stopped chewing gum, back in the day, in high school and college, I was obsessed with the 5 gum, so I would chew gum a lot. But when I realized that I had a jaw problem, I stopped chewing gum and I switched over to my Starbucks mitts. The second reason is poor posture, and I think because of all of the studying I did in high school and college, and of course the editing, it kind of became I became very slouchy, and so now I try my best to do one of these and remind myself each time to fix my posture whenever I sit or when I walk. Third, we have stress, and that's an automatic check for me because I'm constantly stressed, and this is something that is hard for me to control, but I have been trying my best to do what I can to not stress myself out. So I haven't been giving myself like a packed schedule. I try my best to limit myself so that I won't have so much going on in my mind. And the last reason is teeth grinding and clenching. I know I don't grind my teeth at night, but I did notice that when I'm stressed or hungry, I tend to clench my teeth like really hard. And I noticed this after meeting with the doctor. I was like, no, I don't clench my teeth. But later on, when I was editing videos, I realized that I was biting down really hard. So I have a clenching problem. So all 4 of those reasons, this is the reason why I have TMJD. So the first thing that I got to control my clenching problem was a mouth guard to wear when I sleep, edit videos, read books. Basically, whenever I am not out and about, I am wearing this mouth guard. This mouth guard helps keep my teeth in alignment and prevents clenching. To be honest, I hate wearing it, but I did notice a difference after wearing it for months. I also went in for weekly treatments, and the doctor taught me exercises, jaw exercises, and there are a lot online. But last year, with the amount of workload and lack of sleep, my TMJD got worse. Because of this, I got in the habit of eating softer foods and cutting all of my hard foods into little squares. And even if I did that, I did have to alternate chewing on each side because sometimes the right side would hurt and the others the left would. So it got really inconvenient, and because I got stressed out by eating, I started to lose weight. And this was not by choice, it was because it was so hard to eat for me. And the more I looked into TMJD, I related to more symptoms such as headaches and migraines. So I decided to get Botox. I read many articles about this, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and a lot of people advised that Botox should be the last resort. And at this point, I was desperate. And I did go into Panobagi because it is a familiar place for me. This is not a sponsored video. I did pay for my treatment. I did vlog a little bit of it because it was my first Botox experience. But of course, I wanted to give you guys a feedback months later because I wanted to feel how quick the results would be and if the results would last. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys the details, and here's a clip of me at Panobagi.
TMJ 있는 분들 많이 이거 맞으러 와요?
보통은 열에 9분은 좀 갸름한 턱선을 갖고 싶어서 오고요. 열에 1분은 TMJ 때문에.
That's me.
네,
Botox for TMJD is injected into the muscle, and that will help relieve the pain by freezing that muscle. And it's different for everyone, but for me, I noticed a difference a few days later because chewing food wasn't as difficult anymore. And I remember tearing up when I was able to bite into a burger after months of not being able to do that. But of course, I did train myself not to do that because when the fork and knife is available, I usually like to deconstruct everything now. It's just a habit that I got into. So I wanted to share the pros and cons of Botox now that I am nearing the end of the Botox because it is about to like completely go away. First, it's not cheap. I paid a couple $100s for this, but I think it's because I went to Panobagi. There are so many clinics here, and if you do your research, I'm sure you could find a place that will do Botox for a lot cheaper than that. But for me, it was quite pricey. It's not permanent and it can get addictive. I asked my doctor many times and he said it's okay, but I could see why people said that Botox can be easy to overuse. Because the results are so immediate, and when I felt the pain going away, I was so excited about it, and I could see why people will keep getting the Botox. The fourth and final con that I have is my face changed. My smile in particular. Since the Botox has worn off, it has gotten a lot better, but when it was in full effect, I had a hard time smiling and I was really insecure about it, so I didn't even want to film videos. And I did talk to a lot of my friends who got Botox for TMJD, and some people like how it changed up their look, but for me personally, I didn't like it. So that was a con for me. Moving on to the positives, I actually only have one, and that is immediate results. That's all I really wanted, for the pain to go away, and Botox really, really worked. Something that I am actually proud of during the month on Botox is I got in the habit of chewing or eating softer foods, and 2, when the fork and knives were available, I always deconstructed and cut my foods into smaller bites. 3, I did wear my mouth guard every day, and when I was editing or in moments where I thought I would mindlessly clench, I always wore my mouth guard. And 4, this is the hardest one, I tried to fix my posture as much as I can. So that was my first Botox experience. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm not saying you have to get Botox for TMJD. I just wanted to share my honest experience with you guys. And yeah, I got it because, one, I got really stressed every time I had to eat because I would have to cut everything into smaller bites, or there were days when I just stopped eating because I couldn't chew anymore. And because of that, I was losing a lot of weight, so that was like the second reason. And everyone around me felt really bad for me, and that alone stressed me out. And with TMJD, stress is not a good thing. So I think Botox really helped me not stress out about my jaw. So yeah, if you have TMJD or had TMJD, please share your remedies and share about the treatments that worked for you. And if you tried Botox, comment down below, because I want this comment section to be a helpful space for everyone who is considering Botox for TMJ. I'll also share the link to the videos for the jaw exercises if you are interested. And I think that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!